Good afternoon, everyone. It's going to be a quick one. We have time for maybe one or two questions today, but I'll turn it over to the Secretary.
Good to be here today. It's an honor to represent the U.S. delegation on behalf of President Trump. It's been a busy year, and the President will be here on Wednesday and Thursday to sum up the year, talk about his thoughts going forward. We've done trade deals, tax deals, and the deregulation. The U.S. economy is doing quite well. As President Trump says, we have a hot economy. We have trillions of dollars coming in terms of investment, and we expect that to accelerate this year. So with that, I'd be happy to take any questions.
Great. Let's start right over there. Yours, David Walsh.
Mr. Secretary, it's a pleasure to have you back in Switzerland. May I ask, what are the key points that you want to achieve here in Davos? And what are your goals in Switzerland?
Well, good to be back in Switzerland, and I think that the U.S.-Swiss relationship, after a rocky period over the past few months, is back on a very good track. What do we want to achieve? I think the message is America first does not mean America alone, and I think President Trump will be talking about this is what American leadership in the world looks like. The U.S. will be hosting the G20 next year, and I can tell you in the finance track, we are going to identify the lack of growth as the greatest threat to financial stability. So we are going to be pushing for growth, for deregulation.
Great. The next question right here in the front, James, the Associated Press.
Secretary, nice to see you again. Thank you for coming. Jamie, Associated Press. Could you tell us what kind of communications you've had with European Union officials since your comments yesterday to U.S. media to avert a crisis and a new showdown in the souring relations between the United States and the European Union?
I've been traveling, so I haven't been in touch, but I spoke to President Trump, and evidently there are a lot of inbounds, and I think everyone should take the President at his word.
Next, I'll take one right here. Laurent with AFP.
The European Union, well, two questions if I could. Can you confirm that the President's letter to Norway and then the EU might be preparing retaliatory measures for Greenland? Are you concerned about what that could be?
Yeah, I don't know anything about the President's letter to Norway, and I think it's complete canard that the President will be doing this because of the Nobel Prize. The President is looking at Greenland as a strategic asset for the United States. We are not going to outsource our hemispheric security to anyone else.
Great. I think that'll probably be the last one for today, guys.
Last
one. I think it would be very unwise. So thank you.
Great. Thanks, everybody.
To retaliate, Mr. President, is America overreach?